Yeah. Yeah. Um, what up, yo? What up, bro? What's up? This is really the first time me doing this. Never really shared this side um, to my thingy. Yo, what up, Marco? Yeah, you What up, Marco? W Marco in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? W Marco in the motherfucking chat. So I'm doing something a bit different. I think you guys can probably tell. I've been moving real different for the past few lives, right? And really, I've been busy. I've been busy trying to get my own life intact. School, personal life, school, manyan, personal life, all that. So I'm outside today. I don't know if this qualifies as an IRL stream, but we outside. So I wanted to do something real quickly because it won't be that long. I just wanted to share something. Maybe it might be valuable to someone. I don't know who. But just as a disclaimer, before I'm about to do what I'm about to do, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion and my experience with viewing the charts. Yeah, so we're just going to be looking at US 30. Going to be sharing something that I've kind of been working on, but I'm not going to explain it too much. I'm just going to kind of give a brief overview of it, I guess at some point in time, as when I get comfortable enough with my own hustle within the financial markets, then I'll start taking it serious. But for now, it's the first step, and I'm glad you guys are here with me, yo, what up, Rizza? You dig? Yeah. What up, Rizza? Yeah, so I'm about to share what I shared, this analysis. I saw this in the morning. It's I've been looking at this analysis for the past 2 weeks now, since last week. And then today I saw something else on my way here because I'm out of town. I'm not at my place. I'm out of town. So before I left, I just drew this real quickly. And then I opened up the charts right now to see where it's at. And it seems like it hasn't been moving. I think London session, there was no movement at all. And there was only movement now in the New York session. But also even the movement in the New York session wasn't really that much. But let me just share this with y'all. I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna stay because I have to go back home. Maybe when I get back home, I'll share my analysis properly. I'm not at home, y'all. What up, homie? Nah, it's all good. I'm outside, breath of fresh air. I'm actually with my sister, my older sister. And one thing I realized about my siblings, I realized the reason why I never really had a connection with my siblings is because we were always at home, we were always surrounded by our parents, and we're different people when we're around our parents, So being outside with my sister. Hi, Wendell. Are you climbing again? Yeah? Okay. So being outside with my sister is a bit different, you know what I'm saying? Being outside with my sister is a bit different. We actually get to talk unfiltered without anyone saying whatever. And yeah. Anyway, let me share this with y'all. Yo, Rizza, what up? How you feeling, homie? Do you want a 1v1? I'll 1v1 you later when I get back home. If I do stream today, when I get back home, we'll 1v1. I sent you a 1v1 though in the morning. Did you see that? I sent you something in the morning. So, I'm gonna briefly explain this to you guys, right? I don't want to really open up the whole thing because it's gonna confuse you. You're gonna see this and you're gonna be confused. So I don't want to show you that. For now, focus on what I'm gonna show you. Let me do this. let me just check if, because I know Streamlabs tends to while out sometimes. Oh yo, shit, y'all can see my screen. My bad, I didn't know. Unknown host exception. What? Yo, I'm having Wi-Fi problems because I'm connected to the Wi-Fi at the mall, right? So let me just share this thing with y'all real quick. I'll explain it later, but for now, like, I'll explain it briefly. If you get it, it's like you get it. If you don't, my bad. So essentially, let me go back. So don't, like, never mind this part, right? Let me do this. Never mind this part. I'll explain this part later. I was doing a lot of back testing and what. That's why it looks messy. But essentially, all these zones are fair value gaps, right? All these zones are fair value gaps. These are fair value gaps. But these are only fair value gaps of, like, the highest point. For example, like here, like, wait, let me do this. Like here, this is the highest point there, and then this is like the lowest point of a trend, right? I won't really explain how a trend moves right now, but for now, just see that, right? Highest, lowest, highest, lowest, highest, lowest, highest. And then for now, let's just hold it there until market creates another sense of direction. This is also a low, and that's also a high, but let's work off these for now. So now what's happening is, now market was approaching this direction. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to, where's that arrow? Where's that arrow? Yo, where's that arrow? Where's that arrow? So market is right now, it's moving in this direction, right? It was. So when it was moving in that direction, we looked on how we can enter the market in this fair value gap, right? This is a daily and 4-hour fair value gap. Let me do that. As you can see, there's a fair value gap right here. There's a fair value gap right here. If you don't know what a fair value gap is, I'll explain it later. Like, when I sit down properly and explain this whole thing to you. Right now, my high fair value gap. Now we're looking for entry. What do we do when we look for entries? As you see, all these are like analysis for an entry, right? Those are analysis for an entry. So we come here, and then we look for in that zone. We look for indecision, right? If you don't know what indecision is, it's basically when the market is showing you that it does not know in which direction it wants to go, right? So this candle right here can be seen as a form of indecision, right? This one right here, you can see that as indecision because the lower wick and the higher wick are relatively the same size. The body is also not too wide. What can I say? Ideally, we'd be looking for like indecision where the body doesn't even have any movement at all. But this is not what we're fighting for right now. So you get this candlestick, the indecision, right? You get indecision, and then after getting indecision, you look for the first candlestick that breaks in the direction that breaks the indecision. So in this sense, it would be this candlestick. It would be this candlestick. So now what we do, because I put this thingy in the morning, I was just assuming. I didn't know which direction market would go, but I had a feeling it would sell because London session, this market ended up like this in the London session, and usually London session there's a lot of opportunities for sales, right? But for some reason there was no trading in London session, so I think banks were closed or something like that. and I think we'll see the direction tomorrow. So essentially what my point is, now what you can do if you're looking for entry, just put your entry there, because it broke our doji, not our doji but the incision, and then you can put the stop loss right there at the top of the indecision, right? If not at the top, you can also just check in terms of your fair value gap. Just check where your fair value gap ends and begins. So you could have put it there, which is the same place, run around the same place where our indecision ends or whatever. So that's just what I wanted to share with y'all. Let's just see how this plays out. The one I was looking at last week, which is this one right here, played out quite well. So, and the one the week before, which is somewhere here, which is this one, it played out well. So that's why I'm feeling a bit confident about this one that I'm seeing this week, and that's why I decided to share it with you guys. So I'd say enter here. I would say definitely try if you wanna. Definitely try, but like I said, this is not financial advice. Enter here, stop loss there, and then have your take profit at the next fair value gap. So somewhere around there, the green one or the gray one, somewhere there. So yeah, that's what I think for now. But I'll explain this properly later. I'll explain this properly some other time. Right now, I just wanted to share that I think tomorrow or the day or whenever this just gets fulfilled, this order gets fulfilled, let me do this. Or whenever this order gets fulfilled, I'll explain what I just explained again properly. I'll explain how to take entry, stop loss, and all those boring things. But yeah, man, it's been lit. Yo, RZA, what up? I sent you 1v1 in chess. I'll check. I haven't opened up my chess.com today. It looks like I'm about to leave, y'all. So yeah, I'll check y'all when I get back home. Yeah, green apples, y'all.